it's tacky on purpose, so it's okay, right? I'm here at Disney's Animal Kingdom to say goodbye to DinoLand, USA. We'll be checking out the Boneyard, Dinosaur, Restaurantosaurus, and of course, Dinorama, to say our final goodbyes before Tropical Americas takes over the entire area. All that and more in today's vlog update. When the park first opened, DinoLand USA was definitely my favorite area. But then again, back then, Asia wasn't even open yet. Of course, now I like Pandora, but I'll always love dinosaurs. I always appreciated how fleshed out the area was, but since they added the Donald's Dino Bash stuff, it's kind of become a hodgepodge of multiple different themes. You can actually find a reference to what the area looked like when it first opened. Countdown to Extinction, of course, is now named Dinosaur. Dinosaur Jubilee was just a big tent with some fossils in it before Chester and Hester really took over this area. The Boneyard is one of the last great play areas in the Orlando theme parks. And I'm gonna be sad to see it go. I mean, where I'm standing right now is probably gonna be a new carousel for the area. It almost kind of seems like Disney is having a war on play areas. Tom Sawyer Island, exploration area being closed. Look at this. Look how well integrated everything is. I haven't done it in a long time, but there's actually an upstairs area, which is how you get to the other side with the dig site. But there's some really cool Easter eggs and stuff up here, placemaking things that kind of make DinoLand USA more cohesive as a place where they found dinosaur bones. Yeah, sometimes I think I'm the only one who walks up here. Because besides access to some of the slides in the center here, there's a squirrel. There's this little area up here where the paleontologists who are digging this dig site take their breaks. So yeah, of course, now that I actually have a child and she's about to reach the age, this would be an amazing area for her to play in. Now's the time they decide to close it. I guess the good news is she really likes the Encanto movie and the songs in that movie, so I guess I'm okay with it. Plus the carousel is another ride. But whenever people ask me what is something good for little kids to do at this park, because there are some scary rides, I always would say this area where you can help dig up a woolly mammoth skeleton. How cool is that? I think because you have to take the bridge to get here, a lot of people miss out on it. But it's definitely a fun thing for littler kids to do. Play in the sand. So yeah, it's kind of sad to lose such a unique and large play area that's so well integrated into a land. But I am excited for the carousel that will be replacing this area in particular. And at least we've had our 25 plus years to experience it. Now, I'd say the Donald's Dino Bash was probably the beginning of the end for this area. Trying to revitalize it and buy some more time probably is not a good sign. I do appreciate that they're trying to teach kids that, like Donald Duck, dinosaurs evolved into birds, which is nice. And it has some original characters, but really what it amounts to is slapping new signs on top of old signs and new costumes on top of existing characters, just for the sake of brightening up the area. Okay, now it's time to say goodbye to the infamous parking lot. It's kind of astonishing that we've had this in a Walt Disney World world-class theme park for so long. They did such a good job of creating a roadside attraction feel that even closing down the rides feels authentic to every roadside attraction I've ever been to, where only the gift shop really exists by the end. It's tacky on purpose, so it's okay, right? I do really appreciate that they started adding actual prizes custom for this area. I have to say the themed plush is the best thing about, now that Primeval Whirl is gone, of course, because I was a Primeval Whirl fan. But now that that's gone, I'd say the themed plush prizes is the best thing about this area. And unfortunately, it's not that easy to get because you have to play a game. And for me to win a prize, I'm going to have to beat someone else. And I always feel bad. Can't you just let me buy it? Just let me buy a plush. I am baking on this pavement, waiting to buy tickets to play games. Bring on the Inside Encanto ride, please. Oh yeah. I tried the whack-a-mole first because I'm usually pretty good at whack-a-mole. It didn't work out, but then I did the basketball thing. It took several tries, but I did get the small iguanodon, and I really wanted it because it has the Dino Institute branding on it. I already won a Triceratops on a previous visit, but since this is all going away very, very soon, it's kind of my last chance to get this little guy. So I am pretty excited. Looks like Cementosaurus has a little drool. Fun fact, dinosaurs are not mammals. I have to ride the one ride left in Dinorama. This will be my last ride on Triceratops Spin. Whee! Chester and Hester say, oh, yeah. Now, of course, the story for DinoLand, U.S.A. is that they found some dinosaur bones and they opened the Dino Institute, and some college students are here digging up dinosaur bones, and I guess that was too boring, so they had to, bring in a little color to town. I like how they're just like throwing shade at the museum. You want some real fun? Visit Dinorama. Ooh. Rides with an S. But the area, even though it's called DinoLand, U.S.A., takes place in Diggs County, where fossils are a way of life. Oh, that's so realistic. And I assume that's how the new area will be too, where just like Harambe Village has a name, the overall area might be called Tropical Americas. Of course, Diggs County, US 498 is April 1998. When Animal Kingdom opened. It's definitely a fun fact that you've never heard before. 26 years later, and this sign is actually accurate. It's art! So the theming for this area is that it was a gas station, but when the museum came to town, they saw an opportunity to turn their little podunk gas station into a a roadside attraction. Oh, I'm so happy that my last visit into this store and the train is actually running. Look at that. Thank you. Okay, this store does appeal to my sense of dinosaur nostalgia. They do a good job of incorporating the gas station theme into the new gift shop, Got to play the game I always play, which is where are the dinosaur merchandise located now and what is left? No. Oh, I found it. This is the last remaining shelf with dinosaur related merch in the dinosaur store. Kind of happy they still have these grotesque, realistic skin things all these years later, since the very beginning. Wait, what is this one? Who's this chunky fellow? Hey there, chunky fellow. Who are you? The one animal exhibit in DinoLand, USA. American crocodile. So at least there is one animal here in this landed animal kingdom. Hopefully Tropical Americas brings us some more. Let's pop into Restaurant Osaurus. Honestly, I'm gonna miss this one. I love it. I love everything about this restaurant. Now, since this restaurant is run by and for the college students that are here digging up all the dinosaur bones, you'll see lots of cans. I think it's a holdover from like a Coke sponsorship, but they painted over it when the sponsorship ended. But I like to believe they're beer cans. It's more in theme. But I noticed this one day. There's these like giant arrows and this little zip line here with a bucket of arrows because they've been playing plunger darts against this target here on this water tower, and then someone zip lines it back so they can shoot more from the roof. I honestly think part of the reason I love this restaurant is it smells like a school cafeteria in here, like 100%. But also you can find a lot of like hidden Easter eggs and placemaking and just really cool dinosaur stuff, because that's kind of what I love. Even stuff that ties it to Walt Disney. Fantasia art. I also love that each room has its own theme. This is like a big giant main cabin area. Then you have a vehicle maintenance area, like a garage. This is like a workshop for cleaning the bones after they've been found, but it's been turned into more seating, I guess, as more and more college students show up. This is some bunks where they would sleep. But of course, this is the best room, the hip joint. Because it is like a 1950s diner in here, complete with diner tables. Goodbye, DinoLand, USA. I'm so glad we had this time together. All I know is the restaurant that takes this over for Tropical Americas better have self-serve refillable sodas. There are lots of fossil replicas inside of here, like this one that I heart flying. But this one is my favorite. This is one I actually want to add to my own collection of fossil replicas. I believe it's a Coelophysis. And it's amazing to me because it's one of the oldest dinosaurs, and it's a theropod dinosaur, and they kind of got it right from the start. This is what would have later evolved into birds, so it's really interesting to me. There is a nameplate here. Let's see. Yep. Coelophysis, Triassic period. I've actually seen that fossil replica for sale at Dinosaur World over in Plant City. It was like $300, just slightly out of my price range, but maybe one day. One day. To the left of all the ordering stations, there's this like bulletin board that has different news articles from all these different fossils that have been found. But I love that it also has a news story about the invention of time travel. Like, it's just as important as all these other discoveries. The Time Rover. It looks like an actual like patent application too for the ride vehicle. Of course I get a chicken tenders kids meal while I'm here. The kids meal used to come in a green bucket, like a little pail and shovel. But they stopped doing that recently and started including a little National Geographic book, which is so cool. This book is the Triceratops. Heading toward Dinosaur, but first, one thing that I really hope they're able to relocate somewhere else in the park is, of course, this skeleton. Sue is the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever found, and this is one of only, I think, 2 replicas outside of the Field Museum in Chicago. In fact, the reason this is here and the reason the McDonald's sponsored DinoLand U.S.A. when the park first opened is because Disney and McDonald's helped the Field Museum pay for the original Sue skeleton to be on display in Chicago. And as a reward, they get one of the 2 copies. The other one goes around, floating around to different museums throughout the year. This one has been here since the beginning of the park. And Sue's interesting because you can actually see she was pretty young, but she had some injuries. There's some rib remodeling here. Yeah, she's definitely lived a life. So the reason you see the different pipes for the different condiments in the queue for Dinosaur isn't just because McDonald's sponsored the land, and not just because McDonald's sold French fries in the land. It's also because McDonald's and Disney were partners in acquiring Sue for the Field Museum. I definitely will miss Dinosaur. I like Dinosaur. I mean, I think we'll all miss Dr. Seeker, which is kind of weird. It's become like a meme, but as dated as it is, as dark and hard to see the dinosaurs as they are, I'll always love Countdown to Extinction. And to be honest, I'm not that excited about Indiana Jones. I'm not sure if Indiana Jones as a property really fits Animal Kingdom, but I'm sure they'll make it work like they did Pandora. But even still, I'm not as excited for Indiana Jones as I guess I am for Encanto. At least with the Indiana Jones ride, it'll be new and original to this park and not just a clone of Disneyland's. I'm enjoying these quaint exhibits in the old wing.
If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you. And not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures.
The future is in the past. Little known fact, these pipes are here so that nerds have something interesting to say when they lean in to talk to the person next to them. I do love that it's still called the CTX rover, the Countdown to Extinction rover. Countdown to Extinction, Walt Disney Imagineering, Animal Kingdom, 1998.
Time travel commencing in T-minus 10 seconds and counting.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll!
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find it before security does. Thanks for everything!
I am really going to miss that ride. There's just something about it. Maybe it's the nostalgia of being here in 1998. I don't... Ooh. Goofy. Hi. Or maybe it's because I love dinosaurs, but I don't know. And I swear they've been toning it up and up. It's more like the original Countdown to Extinction now with like all of the jolts and new lighting effects just in time for it to go away, which is a little weird. But yeah, hearing him say like, you made it back, I knew you would, kind of got a little teary-eyed. It's gonna be a completely different vibe here with Indiana Jones in the tropical Americas. Checking out the Cretaceous Trail, just like the other animal trails in Animal Kingdom, Africa and Asia, tigers, gorillas, this one in early concept art actually showed like animatronic dinosaurs, so you would be able to go through and look at the dinosaurs, but it clearly got truncated at some point because, I mean, the only reason there's anything now is because they have meet and greets for Chipmunkasauruses and Daisy. But there are some statues that made it through. Essentially these. This is all that really made it through to the final concept. And even that's been covered up by big signs. It does look like it's starting to rain a little bit. To be honest, even if I wasn't filming it, I did come here to say goodbye to all of Dinorama. I'm gonna miss the area, but you know, I am looking forward to what's replacing it quite a bit. You know what's wild is while I'm out here filming all this, Blog Mickey is now reporting that the phased demolition of the dino area is gonna start maybe next month, November or December. So I'm glad that I got to say goodbye to the Dinorama area because we all believe that'll be closing first and that Dinosaur will probably stay open through the holidays, so they could start building the Encanto area first. Over look, it's already paved. They already got the flat land already paved and ready to go. And while the dinosaur ride is based on an actual Disney animated film, technically, it's not necessarily one that people know now, and Encanto is. But I'm glad I got to come one last time and say goodbye to everything and kind of make this little video diary of my last visit. Well, at least to Dinorama. I'll probably come ride Dinosaur 2 or 3 more times before Christmas because it's not going anywhere just yet. But I hope you enjoyed the video and stick around for more videos like this as we keep track of construction as they bring Tropical Americas to Disney's Animal Kingdom.